Okay, I would like to make this note that if you are under 13 and below, wicket keeper, if we were going to do this drill, I'll say put your helmet on. This is one good investment for coaches out there. They should get this. It's called a catcher. I don't sell this, but I'll refer you to the best sports shop where you get.
Want to know where to get one of these coaches? Contact
Yes.
Thobz at Thobz Academy in Midrand.
There's,
Refer you to somebody.
yes, this is what we call a catcher. They're very good. They make it more realistic to game situation. Instead of me just throwing the ball and goes one way, yeah, it can go anywhere. But with the size of it, it will still allow me to be within the catching range for yourself. Okay, so like I said, if it was under 13 and below, I'll say you must wear your helmet on. But I think you had good eyes. I won't be throwing fast, but I'll give you a feel for this. Now, the main aim for this will be your footwork. Your footwork. Okay. It gets exciting when we start, but you will get used to it. Yes, you still crouch and do your thing. Okay? No, we don't dive here. We only dive when we're on the ground. But what I would like to see, which I always preach, is that it's not ideal as a wicket keeper is supposed to move. Only when you can't reach, then you dive. Okay.
So foot movement first?
Then when you cannot reach to it, you dive. One thing my coach Adrian Birrell was always on my case about is that move your feet. It's only when you cannot move, then you power with that right foot to get to that. Yeah. Okay. All we're working on is just your footwork. No, dude, you are a wicket keeper. If you're going to dive, you're a wicket keeper. You are not supposed to dive. Okay, we'll take 3. There we go. Again, move those feet. Don't fall. You need to move your feet. I can't get to it. The exercise is moving your feet. Yes, move your feet, because while you're moving your feet, you're trying to get your head behind the line of the ball. Or in line. That's the exercise. It's not about how much you can dive. No.
That was a good catch.
Okay. Nope. Move your feet. Move your feet.
This is harder than it looks.
Yes. Move your feet. You see, that's why I love this tool. If I had to stand here and throw without this tool, 80% of the balls I've been throwing at you, you will catch them. Because I will try to accommodate you to get to the ball. While with this, I'm just throwing it. I know it's going to be somewhere your catching range, and that's it. Okay. Okay, let's push last 4. Remember, the exercise is move your feet. Move. Okay, so I'll move back. I'll give you room. Move your feet. Get in line with the ball. Well done. There you go.
The things I do for you guys.
Well done. There you go. That's all. That's like what? Second, third flip. So that's it. That's all. Those are the main drills. As a wicket keeper, you need to work on. It'll help you big time.
Okay. That was actually fantastic, because historically I've always relied on my hands. Right? I've always had good hands, fielding in the slips. I'll just go for it. But keeping adds such a different dynamic, because that foot movement, one, allows you to avoid a lot of injury. Correct. Right? So you don't dive as often. Yeah. But also it gets you in line for any deviations on the pitch. Exactly. And you're ready. That's fantastic. Okay, Coach.
Got you breathing heavily, which is good. So what, last 10 minutes? Yeah. Maybe we can discuss the last 10 minutes, because what I normally do for the guys, I have this baby right here. So what we do with this, you will not find a batsman this big. This is how big a batsman is.
Yeah.
But can you see how much is here?
Yeah. Yeah.
But still, we try by all means to distract you as much as possible for the wicket keeper behind, so you can try and get to those balls which are normally down leg or offside.
That you lose sight of.
Exactly.
For a split second.
For a split
behind
second.
The batsman.
Exactly.
Okay.
So a couple of things you will lose sight of it,
Yeah.
right? But a couple of things to take is where you base yourself,
Yeah.
right? So move this back. So if you want to have your marker, which will be your reference, right? Then that'll be there. So what?
Just move this quickly so they can see.
Okay. So what will be key is while you're standing here, that's you in your crouching position.
Okay.
So you have your batsman here, right? The key is if you follow that ball from the release point, from your bowler, which is something you will have to do as a wicket, and it grows with you, which is pick up length.
Okay.
Pick up length is very key as a wicket keeper. So you will be on your position, and then you just need to decide. There's two ways about it. Where you want to sit from this side, even though the ball is still pitching. That's your leg side, even though the ball is still pitching right there.
Okay.
Right? You still want to sit this side just to determine the length. That if you do go over,
Yeah.
at what length would you be catching? So you have guys staying a little bit longer, and then at the last second, they move and then take the ball.
Okay.
Or
That is to pick up the length.
that is to pick up the length of the ball. The other option, which we don't really support, where guys will stay and then immediately it goes down, they are right there.
So are those guys then deciding to pick up the length on the leg side?
On the leg
They
side.
just picked up the line coming from the bowler's side.
That's correct.
Okay.
Then they'll wait for the ball. It happens quickly though.
Yeah.
I don't think they just sit here now. But it happens quicker where they feel comfortable picking it up from here and work with it.
Yeah, I've made that mistake before. And I think that's probably why leg side balls for me, I often miss when I used to keep, right?
Okay.
Which is, as soon as I'd see the line from the bowler's arm
Yeah.
coming out the bowler's hand, I'd immediately go down leg.
Go down leg.
And because now I'm technically standing behind the batsman,
Exactly.
I don't see the length for a longer period of time. Where if I stay on the offside,
You'll be able to
I'll be able to pick up the length and watch the ball longer before it disappears.
Yes.
That's fantastic. Okay.
So that's a main key thing is that, so to what you're saying, so if you will go and miss it, by the time it's here, you always have your gloves up.
Yeah.
Because remember, once you don't see it, the first thing we do is we go defensive.
Yeah.
So we don't want to be defensive here, we want to be defensive here. Hence you find guys doing this.
Okay.
That's a defensive mode.
Okay.
But if you pick it up,
Yeah.
you know where remember what we said earlier on. If you see it, your head is behind the ball,
Yeah.
automatically your body will just tell you where to go. And you make it always seem easy.
Okay.
So that's the key.
I'm with you.
So this, it's a little bit exaggerated, but the key of this is lose the ball and try to get to it.
This is fantastic. I mean, this is.
Yeah, this
Yeah, it's a lot, right?
It's a lot.
This size of a batsman is
it's unreal.
a pretty big guy.
Yes.
So-
But the exercise is lose the ball and get to it.
Okay.
Lose the ball, get to it.
That makes sense. So, do you want us to do one of these?
I can show you about 3 balls,
Okay, let's do 3, just to show the guys. And then,
okay? Because what I do talk about with this, as much as big as it is that, remember, when you're keeping, the ball doesn't pitch an offside and then decides to go on the leg side.
Yeah.
It changes from the time of delivery when it hits the deck, if it does gonna hit the deck.
Yeah.
So much, even if it's a Yorker down leg, it was never on the offside.
Yeah.
It was either middle leg or going leg.
Yes. So then your feet would have moved you that way.
Exactly.
Get your head in line.
So as much as big as it is, it does give you that. So try and centralize it as much as possible, because I want this to be in line with your off stump.
This side to be in line with.
Your off stump, or just slightly over off stump. Okay, so for you, we will use tennis balls. We'll use tennis balls. Okay, there's no need for cones. We can move our cones aside. Our working area is a bit clumsy. Okay. Okay, so the key here is look at the ball from my hand. Okay. Well, you can take the gloves off for now, yes. And the other key thing is here, because I need to be fair to you, is that I will not raise my arm and then drop it. From here, I'm throwing. You see, we're trying to make it as real as possible from the bowler's arm. Okay, let's go offside. Okay. Okay. Now we make it exciting. Okay. Arm up. Yes. Well done. Well done. And that's it. Follow the ball from my arm. Pick up length as a wicket keeper.
Okay, I'm going to leave it at that. I took the last one, and that's the one I want to remember.